So in the last class, we have created break schedules. I'm going to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, time management, then work schedules, personal sub area. This is also we've done. Then we have created a break schedule. We have created one break schedule. We can see the break schedule here. These two break schedules were created 8264 and other things. Next, what I will do is I'll go for define daily work schedules. I can go for new entries. DWS grouping we've been using 65 and I will use a DWS code, any other code, for example UT or something. I will use UT21, anything I can use. I'll keep it blank. I'll type a text for the daily work schedule. For example, I'll type something like UT21 regular employee. So this is the configuration validity period, start date and validity period, end date. Configuration validity period, start date and end date. It can be delimited as well as per the requirement. So what I will do is I will maintain, for example, planned working hours. This is one section, planned working hours section. In planned working hours field, so I can say some 8 hours, for example 8 hours employee need to work. For example, the regular employee of a region 21, for example. DWS rule I have not created, I'll keep it blank. And I will, if you tick it, it's a now planned working hours. I'm unticking it, you can keep it unticked. Working time, you can maintain fixed working hours, planned working hours you can maintain. So for example, I'm maintaining from 09 or something, 09 I'm maintaining like this. End time I'm not typing anything, end time I'm not typing. So for example, we can discuss all this. If I want to maintain, for example, some break schedule, we have created some break schedule like 8264. 8264 is the break schedule we created the last time. I can maintain this. And for example, I'm maintaining DWS class 1 or 0 or something I will maintain. Okay, this is what I'm maintaining. So you have to understand each of these fields. For example, you have to understand each of these fields. So you can see that system automatically typing the end time 1730, for example, based on the break schedule and based on the number of working. So let's understand each and every field of this. DWS grouping 65, we maintained it. This is the daily work schedule code, 4-digit code you can maintain. This is the text for DWS. This one I'm keeping it blank, variant. This is the validity period, start date, validity period, end date, which I have maintained infinity day. Planned working hours you can maintain for a particular group of employees in the company. It is 8 hours working per day, for example. So you can type that 8,00 or something you can type. DWS selection rule, how a particular variant can be selected, which day type or which daily work schedule should be maintained. Based on the logic we can maintain. We have not created selection rules, so I'm not maintaining any now. So if it is a non-planned working hours, for example it is some Sunday or something, then it can be no planned working hours, but working day 8 hours, so I'm not maintaining it. Planned working hours you can maintain like 09, like this you can maintain, meaning planned working start time, end time system generated based on the planning number of hours and the break schedule that you maintained. Based on that you can go for it. So um, you can check about this thing, this planned working time. So this is for planned working time, flexible daily work schedules. Like we have discussed about break schedules, like fixed break, uh, flexible break, dynamic break, OT break. These breaks we have discussed about. Similarly, daily work schedule is also like fixed daily work schedule, flexible daily work schedule, off daily work schedule. All these things are there. So for flexible daily work schedule, we can maintain planned time. For example, I can maintain 06 some 07 or 06 07.00, and end time I'm maintaining say some 22 something. I will maintain 21.00. I'm maintaining this planned working time, meaning you can maintain, for example, I can maintain 06 also, 06.00 I can maintain. Here also I can maintain 22.00 I can maintain. So planned working, a group of employees can work between these times. For example, morning 6 o'clock to 9:10, for example. It can be more than that also, depending on the company. Normal working time, for example, I can say 09 to 18, for example, normal working time. You can specify. It can be equal, planned working time start time can be equal to the normal working time. Planned working end time can be equal to the normal working time. It depends. But here I have maintained between 6 o'clock and night 10 o'clock, employee can log in and work for 8 hours, for example, any 8 hours. So normal working time I can maintain from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening. Core time meaning, um, when you are talking about flexible daily work schedule, employee can work at any 8 hours. For example, morning 6 o'clock he can come, 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, meaning afternoon 2 o'clock he can go. So it is possible that there is a core time. There may be some daily meetings or client interaction may be there, so you can maintain, for example, 11 to 12 is the core time one, meaning it doesn't matter when you are logging in or when you are logging out. You should, as an employee, you must be available from morning 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. That's what it means, core time one. It is possible that there is core time 2 also, for example 15 to 16 or 15:30. There may be another core time. That is why you have maintained core time 1, core time 2. You can maintain, for example. So for example, I can maintain, for example, for example, another daily work schedule. I can maintain similarly 65. I'll maintain validity period, start date, end date. UT21 I created. Now I will create UT. I'm creating another daily work schedule 65. I will create UT22. Validity period, start date, validity period, end date. I will maintain some 8 hours. And here I have maintained flex time. For example, same flex time that we have discussed now. I have maintained 11 to 12, 15. So this core time is not mandatory. You can have only one core time. Second core time also not meant. You have three options. It's better not to have any core time at all, in either one or two, or at least one or both not there. It's okay. Three scenarios it can be there. Work break schedule, if there, you can maintain, otherwise you can keep it blank. Begin tolerance. You have to understand what is begin tolerance and end tolerance. For example, your company starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, meaning you should log in by 9 o'clock sharp. If you are late, then it will be a late coming, or it can be some there may be some, it is considered inappropriate, or it is considered late coming. That's why you should sharply log in by 9 o'clock. So what happens, at 9 o'clock there is a rush at the gate because everybody has to log in at 9 o'clock sharp. So for example, if you are coming 1 hour earlier, for example, at your company work starts at 9 o'clock and you are reaching there by 8 o'clock, because there is always a rush at 9 o'clock and you are considering, it is considered as late coming, because in the queue it is taking time for you to swipe in after 9 o'clock, which is a late coming. So you are coming early. So 8 o'clock, for example, some machinery unit or workshop floor is not available, or some other shift may be working. The point is, you are not, it is possible, it's not a rule, but it is possible that you are not supposed to come too early. You cannot say I will come and work morning 5 o'clock. It's not allowed. So you have to log in by sharp 9 o'clock. Because of this problem, there is a tolerance time, meaning you can maintain some tolerance for coming up. Figure, for example, 9 o'clock you have to log in. I can say 8:55 begin tolerance 8:55, meaning you can swipe in any time from 8:55. It is not early. Begin tolerance. End tolerance also I can give. For example, I can give some say 09:05. Even if you are 1 minute late also, or 2 minutes, up to 5 minutes late after for 9 o'clock you are logging in, also it is fine, because it is considered as 9 o'clock login only. That is what begin tolerance and end tolerance. These times are not fixed. It may be changing from company to company. In your company may be saying that you can log in anytime between 8:50 in the morning to 9:10. So you have 20 minutes, 8:50 to 9:10, 20 minutes you have. You should be logging in anytime between 8:50 and 9:10. System will consider it as 9 o'clock login only. Similarly, end tolerance. So when you are going out of the, for example, you have to work till 6 in the evening, till 6. But if you are logging in out 1 minute before 6 also, system is considering it as early going, because system, it's not a human, it has no brain, it is calculating based on the number of hours you have logged in. So 1 minute before you are going, you have worked the whole day, 1 minute before you have gone, so it is considering as early going. It's not 8 hours, but less than 8 hours or 9 hours, whatever is the fixed time. That is an issue. So you can maintain the end tolerance. For example, you can go out between 17:55, anytime 17:55 to 18:5, for example, 18:05. Or You can maintain 50 also, no problem. 50 to 810, 1810. Again, you have given 20 minutes time. This is particularly true in manufacturing industries because there may be other shift with you cannot stay there after 6 o'clock. You should not stay there because on the same machinery unit other shift employees will be working. That's an example. So you are maintaining a big end tolerance. This is nothing but begin tolerance, begin time, begin tolerance, end time. End tolerance, begin time, end tolerance, end time. Next, minimum working time. Minimum working time. So you are specifying the minimum working time. How you are specifying the minimum working time? So apart from this tolerance and other planned working times, if there is a minimum working time, meaning, for example, in your company, employees have to work for 8 hours. 8 hours. If they are working for 8 hours, you will consider it as a completed working day. For example, employee is leaving 10 minutes before, 10 minutes before. Will you consider it as an absence or early going? It depends on the from company to company. So what is the minimum working hours should be there so that it will be considered as a working day? Because the company may be considering working hours, weekly working hours. You may be working for just 5 hours today, but tomorrow you may be working for 9 hours. So you are checking on a weekly basis. Weekly, how many hours you are working? 40 hours or 48 hours? Or your company may be checking monthly hours. We don't know. It depends on the requirement. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to explain each and every field of the daily work schedule. You will use as per the requirement. Minimum working, for example, if you say 7 hours, that's fine. So if the employee works for 7 hours, you can consider it as a working day. Similarly, with maximum working hours, it's similar to maximum working hours. You can say, for example, maximum how much time an employee can work before you consider an OT. For example, overtime concept, meaning apart from this tolerance time and other things, what we are talking about is, so employee is working overtime, meaning he should leave by 6, but he's working till 9 o'clock because there is a lot of work, pending work is there or something else, some requirement. So will you consider it as an OT overtime? Because he is just supposed to stay till 6, but he's staying till 7 or 8 or 9. How do you consider? What is the maximum time, working time you will consider? For example, I'm saying some 10 hours or 9 hours. Maximum working time 9 hours. You can specify minimum 7 hours, maximum 9 hours. It depends. The number changes from company. Let's say compensation field. Compensation time. If the employee wants to take leave for a particular hours, like 4 hours or In fixed work schedule, you can use this field. Compensation time. What is the compensation time? And you can see here indicator for arbitrary use is nothing but a customer specific field. You can type some number 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. It's a custom specific field. Additional hours you can maintain automatic overtime. Yeah. So this automatic overtime field, if the recorded time is crossing beyond the planned working time, if the employee is working more hours, you can consider it as an automatic overtime, which is dependent related. If for example I can maintain something here, I can keep it blank. Anything is for example I'm keeping it blank. If I'm maintaining automatic overtime, you have specified 8 hours per working day. If it is crossing 8 hours, it should automatically consider it as overtime. Then you can click on this. Otherwise you need not click on this. So this is the thing. You can see here daily WS class. Daily WS class is nothing but DWS class or daily work schedule class. All are same thing. This means daily work schedule class or DWS class or daily work WS class. You can specify some number. You can say 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, something you can specify. So it is telling you what type of a day it is. Whether, for example, it is a working day or a off day. For example, for working day, I can maintain DWS class as 1. For non-working day, I can maintain 0 as a non-working day, for example. I can maintain something like that. Then you can see reaction to overtime. Reaction to overtime is there. If employee wants to work overtime, meaning more than the required time, OT, then we can put E or something, E for error, W for warning, or blank you can put. Depending on this, you can put E or W, something. Reaction to overtime and core time. Core time, for example, we have maintained core time 1, core time 2. If there is a core time in the company, you can maintain. If there is only one core time, you can maintain only core time 1. If there is core time 2 also, you can maintain 2 core times. If there is no core time, you can completely delete all these. Core time you can completely delete. So when it is coming to reaction to OT in core time, overtime in core time. Suppose employee planned working time is from morning 7 o'clock to afternoon 3 o'clock. But you are defining the core time. For example, you are defining core time between 15 to 15:30 or 15 to 16, something you are defining, which is after the working time. Because you are saying that employee should work from morning 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock, but you are maintaining core time from 3 o'clock to 3:30 or 4. You can maintain 4 o'clock also, you can maintain 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, you are maintaining core time too. So the employee cannot claim overtime as core time, because core time means what? Employee should be there. It doesn't matter when he is logging in or when he is logging out, because there may be some daily meeting or something, client meetings may be there. So from 15 to 16 he should be available. But according to one group of employees, his time is ending at 3 o'clock only, morning 7 to 3 o'clock. So this after 3 o'clock he's staying for 1 hour again because of core time too. So here what happens, the employee cannot claim core time as overtime. So if he's claiming this 1 hour overtime OT, what should happen? You can maintain E for error, or you can maintain W for warning, or you can maintain blank, meaning there is no warning, then there is no error. He can claim. The summary is, for flexible daily work, previous daily work schedule is simple. Here you have to understand each of the fields that you have created. Okay, so let me log into. So the same place I'm going. Again, I'm going for new entries. For example, I'll go for 65 and I'll maintain UT 23. Another type of, I'm keeping it blank. This is a variant, I'm keeping it blank. I'm typing UT 23, UT 23 off. I'm not maintaining any planned working hours. I'm not maintaining, I'm keeping it blank. Or I can type 0 also. I'm keeping this one also blank. No planned time, I'm clicking this time. This time I'm clicking. I don't want to mention any start time and time. I can maintain DWS class 0. I can maintain because it is a non-working day. I can maintain 0. So it depends on how you are configuring. We have created 4 types of daily work schedule: fixed daily work schedules, flexible daily work schedule. It's a non-working day. For example, non-work Sunday. What is the status in Sunday? No planned working hours. Earlier, I maintained 8 hours working. Now it's no planned working hours. You can maintain like that. This is done. You can go back. We created two work schedules. Two work schedules we created, UT 21 and UT 22. Three work schedules we created, UT 21, UT 22, and now UT 23, which is a non-working day. Next, what I will do is I'll go to period work schedules. Period work schedules. I'll go to define period work schedules. Define period work schedules. I will maintain DWS grouping 65. I will type some PWS. For example, I'm typing UT, any 4-digit code you can type. Alphanumeric code you can type. And you can maintain some name. For example, UT regular PWS. This is nothing but the week number. Week. I can say 0001. First week, for example. And I can, whatever daily work schedule I created, I will use that. So this 01, 02, 03, this is not Monday, Tuesday, something. It can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or it can be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It depends. So it's not maintained, fixed. I am only assuming 01 to be Monday. On Monday, the daily work schedule is a 8 hours working day for regular employees. I created daily work schedule as UT21. UT21 is the daily work schedule I created just now, few minutes ago. So for first day, I am assigning this one, meaning employee should work 8 hours on this day. I'm assuming 01 to be Monday. Here also, Tuesday also, I'm doing the same thing, UT21. Let me copy paste these things. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If Saturday is working day, you can put the same one. Sunday is non-working day. I created non-working daily work schedule just now, which is nothing but UT23. I created like that. I can use this. If Saturday is also non-working day in your company, then you can maintain UT23 here also. It depends on whether 6 working days or 5 working days in your company. You can save. You can save it. So you can maintain similarly. Period work schedule, I have mentioned. What is this period work schedule? It specifies the sequence of daily work schedules for a particular defined period. PWS, it can be weekly basis, but not on monthly basis. You can create for weeks, multiple days. I have created for 7 days. It is possible to create for multiple days. For example, I'm maintaining 65. Another, I'm creating any random one. I'm creating, for example, shift schedule. I'll create shift. I will type shift, and I'll maintain UT shift, rotating shift. For example, I'm creating rotating shift. I can maintain. This is one type of PWS. I'm creating rotating shift. So week I'm maintaining 0001. 0001. Okay. So this shift I can, because it's shift one, I can maintain like normal shift or morning shift or evening shift, normal working shift or night shift or afternoon shift. I can maintain. For example, I'm maintaining some normal NR working shift, WS I can maintain. And I can go back and create whatever the day. Same one I can use, no problem. UT21 also I can use. But I can also use other thing. I can go back and create some normal shift. And let me paste it like this. I can paste it like this. And N off I can maintain. I can go similarly. Again, I can go with 65. Same one, this time I'm maintaining same one because I'm maintaining a normal working shift. This is also same. I'm copy pasting this text also. Week is 2. It's not exactly one. So I can create another type. For example, same one I can create. I can create and like this and maintain some shift. Another one I can create here. So I will create shifts like this. All the shifts, normal shift, afternoon shift. This is only morning shift I'm creating, normal working shift I'm creating. NRWS I'm creating. Like this, I'm creating. I can go for 03, 003. I can go third shift. For afternoon shift, also I will maintain similarly. For example, I will say afternoon shift. After this ends, you can